Stay strong and independent after 50. Simple habits that help you keep doing things for yourself. Before we begin, please remember that this video is for general educational purposes only. It is not a substitute for medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Your ability to exercise safely depends on your health, mobility, balance, medication, and medical history. Speak with a qualified healthcare professional before beginning a new exercise program. If you have chest pain, severe shortness of breath, dizziness, frequent falls, significant weakness, uncontrolled medical conditions, or another health concern, stop exercising and seek medical advice if you experience severe pain, fainting, chest pressure, sudden weakness, or another concerning symptom. Independence is built through ordinary movements. When people imagine healthy aging, they often think about living a long time, but living longer is not the only goal. Most people also want to continue doing things for themselves. They want to get out of bed without assistance, walk to the bathroom safely, prepare a meal, carry groceries, climb a few stairs, put on their old clothes, take a shower, leave the house, visit friends, travel, and make decisions about their own life. These ordinary activities may not appear impressive, but they are the foundation of independence. When you're young, standing up from a chair is automatic. You do not think about the strength in your legs, the mobility in your hips, or the balance required to move your body forward. You simply stand. As the years pass, everyday movement can slowly become more difficult. You may begin pushing strongly with your hands to leave a chair. You may avoid getting down on the floor because you are not sure you can get back up. You may choose an elevator instead of the stairs. You may walk more slowly. You may stop carrying bags. You may hold furniture when moving through the house. These changes do not always happen suddenly. They can develop so gradually that you adjust your life without realizing it. You stop doing one activity, then another. Eventually, the world becomes smaller. But losing independence is not an unavoidable event that begins on your 15th birthday. Age can affect muscle function and mobility, but physical activities, strength training, balance work, medical care, nutrition, and a supportive environment can help people maintain function as they grow older. The World Health Organization describes healthy aging in terms of functional ability, the ability to meet basic needs, move, make decisions, maintain relationships, and participate in society. That is what this video is about. Not looking younger, not trying to move like a professional athlete, not punishing your body. The goal is to preserve your ability to live your own life. We will talk about leg strength, balance, walking, choice mobility, nutrient, home safety, vision, healing, medication, confidence, and warning signs that should be evaluated by a healthcare professional. You do not need to become perfect. You only need to begin paying attention before a small difficulty becomes a major limitation. Take a slow breath. Place both feet on the floor if you are sitting and ask yourself one question. What do I want my body to help me continue doing 10 years from now? Keep your answer in mind. That is your real reason for becoming stronger. Do not wait until you feel older. Many people begin thinking about mobility only after a fall, an injury, or a major health problem. Before that moment, they assume independence will continue automatically, but physical ability is easier to maintain than to rebuild after a long period of inactivity. Your 50s can be an important time to notice early changes. Perhaps you recover more slowly after physical work. Perhaps your legs feel weak when climbing stairs. Perhaps you have become less active because of work, pain, stress, or family responsibilities. Perhaps you sit for most of the day. The chances may seem small, but the body adapts to when you repeatedly ask it to do. When you walk regularly, your body practices walking. When you lift appropriate resistance, the muscle practice producing force. When you challenge balance safely, your nervous system practice controlling movement. But when you avoid movement for a long time, the body also adapts. May feel harder, confidence may decline, a small loss of strength can lead to less activity. Less activity can lead to further weakness. This creates a cycle. It may begin with a thought such as, my knees feel uncomfortable, so I should stop walking. Then walking becomes less frequent. The legs become weaker. Standing and climbing stairs become more difficult. The person moves even less. Pain should never be ignored, but completely avoiding movement is not always the solution. A doctor, physical therapist, or another qualified professional can help identify safe activities and determine whether pain requires treatment. The goal is not to push through serious pain. The goal is to find movement your body can tolerate and gradually build from there. It is never too late to benefit from becoming more active. And even people who have been inactive can begin slowly, according to their abilities. Do not compare your beginning with someone else's middle. If you can walk for 5 minutes today, 5 minutes is your starting point. If you need a chair for support, use the chair. If you need professional supervision, seek it. Independence is not built by pretending you have no limitation. It is built by working safely with the body you have today. Leg strength protects daily life. Your legs perform some of the most important tasks in daily life. They help you rise from a chair, climb stairs, step over an obstacle, enter a car, recover when you lost balance, walk through a store, and lower yourself safely onto a toilet or bed. When leg strength declines, people often compensate without realizing it. They pull on furniture, push heavily through their arms, use momentum to stand, avoid loud chairs, choose not to go somewhere because too much walking is involved. This adaptation may hide weakness temporarily, but they do not solve it. Strength training helps maintain muscle mass, mobility, and the ability to perform everyday activities as people age. Strength training does not require bodybuilding. It means asking your muscle to work against resistance. That resistance might come from your body weight, resistance bands, handheld weight, machines, or every object when used safely. Your feet matter too. Painful feet change how you walk. Numbness may make it difficult to feel the floor. Poorly lifting shoes may create instability. Inspect your feet regularly if you can do so safely, particularly if you have diabetes or reduced sensation. Follow personalized foot care advice. Report worse, swelling, color changes, or new numbness promptly. Do not treat each body part as a separate machine. Vision affect walking, hearing affect awareness, foot pain affect balance, medication may affect alertness. The core system matter. Review medication that may affect balance. Some medicine can cause dizziness, sleepiness, blurred vision, reduced coordination, or changes in blood pressure. The risk may be greater when several medicines are used together or when a new dose is started. Do not stop medicine independently. Instead, bring a complete medication list to a doctor or pharmacist. Include prescription medicines, over-the-counter products, sleep aids, vitamins, and herbal supplements. Ask, could any of these medicines increase my risk of dizziness or falling? Could two products be producing similar effects? Does the timing of this medicine affect my safety? Do I still need every medicine on the list? Medication review is one of the areas included in clinical for risk assessment and intervention. Pay attention to symptoms after medication changes. If dizziness begins after a new prescription or dose increase, report the timing. Do not simply say, I feel old. Say, I became unsteady 2 days after this medicine changed. Specific information helps the healthcare professional understand the pattern. Stand up gradually if you are prone to dizziness. Sit on the edge of the bed for a moment before standing. Make sure you feel stable before walking. But do not assume that persistent dizziness is normal. It deserves evaluation. Eating to support strength. Exercise provides the body with a reason to maintain muscle. Nutrients provide some of a matter. As people age, eating pattern may change. Appetite may decrease. Dental problems may make chewing difficult. Cooking may feel tiring. A person who lives alone may stop preparing for meals. Illness, medication, depression, or financial pressure may also affect food intake. A diet that includes a variety of nutrient-dense food and appropriate protein sources can support overall health and muscle maintenance. NIA lists options such as seafood, dairy, or fortified soy products, beans, peas, lean meat, poultry, and other protein food according to individual needs. Do not assume you need a large protein supplement. Your kidney function, medical conditions, medicines, and total diet matter. Speak with a doctor or registered dietitian. If you are losing weight unintentionally, have a restricted diet, or consider major supplementation. Try to include nourishing food throughout the day rather than relying on one large evening meal. Prepare simple options for days when energy is low. Eggs, yogurt, beans, soup, fish, tofu, pre-washed vegetables, fruit, and other accessible food may be useful depending on your culture and health needs. Hydration also affects how you feel and move. Dehydration may contribute to weakness, confusion, or dizziness in some situations. Drink regularly unless a healthcare professional has instructed you to restrict fluid. Unintentional weight loss should not be celebrated. Automatically, it may be a sign that a person is not receiving enough nutrition or has an underlying medical problem. If clothing suddenly becomes loose, strength declines, or appetite remains poor, seek professional advice. The goal is not only body weight, goal is having enough energy and strength to live your life. Chronic coordination should be managed, not used as an excuse to disappear. Arthritis, diabetes, heart disease, lung disease, osteoporosis, and other conditions may change how you move. They may require modifications. They do not automatically mean all activity must stop. In many cases, appropriate physical activity remains an important part of health management, but the type and intensity should match the condition. As a healthcare professional, what activities are safe for you? What symptoms mean I should stop? What physical therapy help? Do I need supervision? What movement should I avoid? A diagnosis should guide activity, not erase it. For example, someone with joint pain may need lower impact movement, strength work, and professional treatment rather than complete inactivity. Someone with osteoporosis may need to avoid certain movements while still performing appropriate weight bearing and strengthening activity. Someone with heart disease may need a medically guided program. The answer is individual. Do not copy another person's routine simply because the diagnosis sounds similar. Your medical history, current function, and treatment plan are unique. Cognitive and social health support independence. Independent living requires more than physical strength. It also involves memory, planning, confidence, communication, and social connection. A person may have strong legs but struggle to manage medication, finances, appointments, or transportation. Another person may be physically capable but become isolated and inactive after losing a partner. WHO's definition of the functional ability include meeting basic needs, learning and making decisions, maintaining relationships, contributing to society, and being mobile. Protect your social life, work with another person, join a class, visit family, volunteer, participate in a community or field group. Choose abilities that give you a reason to leave their house. Social connection can also improve safety. Other people may notice changes you have ignored. They may see that you're working differently, becoming confused, or avoiding activities. Accepting their concern does not mean giving up control. It means using information. Keep your brain active through meaningful activity. Learn something, read, play music, cook, garden, have conservation, manage appropriate responsibilities. The goal is not a complete anti-fragile mental challenges all day. It is to remain involved in life. Report significant memory changes, confusion, or difficulty managing essential activities. Do not hide mistakes because you fear losing independence. Early support may help preserve independence longer. A small amount assistance with one difficult task can prevent a larger crisis. Use a mobility aid if it has been prescribed and adjusted for you. A cane or walker is not a symbol of defeat. An appropriate device may allow you to move more safely and participate more fully. But a poorly fitted device can create problems. So ask a professional to show you how to use it. The goal is not to walk without assistance at any cost. The goal is to move through life as safely and independently as possible. Mobility is more than flexibility. Some people believe they must taught their toes to be mobile. But useful mobility is about having enough comfortable movement to perform daily tasks. Can you reach yourself? Turn to look behind you. Put on socks. Step into a shower. Raise your arm to wash your hair. Bend your knees and hips enough to sit comfortably. Joint stiffness may be influenced by inactivity, injury, arthritis, pain, or other health conditions. Gentle movement can help many people feel less stiff, but aggressive stretching is not always appropriate. Do not force a joint into sharp pain. Do not bow violently. Do not copy unadvised flexibility routine simply because the instructor is the same age as you. More slowly through a comfortable range. A morning routine might include rolling the shoulders, opening and closing the hands, moving the ankle, gently turning the head, and standing or walking for a few minutes. If you spend a long time sitting, train posture regularly. Stand when safe. Walk across the room. Move your joints gently. Sitting for hours without movement can make the first step feel more difficult. Connect mobility to activity you already perform. Move your ankles before getting out of bed. Roll your shoulders after using the computer. Stand during a television break. Walk around home after a meal. Small movement repeated throughout the day may be more realistic than waiting for one perfect exercise response. Persistent stiffness, swelling womb, severe pain, or loss of movements should be evaluated. There may be a condition that needs treatment. Do not treat pain as an enemy to defeat. Treat it as information that deserves interpretation. Your hands also protect independence. Independence depends not only on the legs, it also depends on the hands. You use your hand to open container, to turn keys, prepare food, put on clothing, use a phone, hold a railing, write and manage the medicine. Grip strength and hand function may be affected by arrested nerve condition, injury, pain, or weakness. If opening container has become difficult, do not struggle until you injure yourself. Use appropriate tools. Ask the pharmacy whether it is easier packaging is available when it can be stored safely. Choose kitchen equipment with comfortable handles. Move frequently used items to accessible locations. Gentle hand movement may help maintain comfort, grip and function. Open and close the fingers. Touch the thumb to each fingertip. Squeeze or soft objects only if this is comfortable and appropriate. Stop if their movement causes significant pain, numbness, persistent tingling, sudden weakness, loss of coordination, or frequently dropping objects deserve medical attention. Sudden weakness on one side of the body may be an emergency. Do not wait to see whether it disappears. Strengthening the hands is useful, but changing the environment is also intelligent. Independent does not mean doing everything is the most difficult way. It means having the ability and tools to complete important tasks. The home can support you or work against you. A strong person can still fall in an unsafe home. A person with reduced mobility can often remain independent longer when the environment is designed well. Walk through your home and look for unnecessary difficulty. Are there loose rungs, electrical cut across walking paths, poor lighting, clutter near the bed, object on the stairs, a bathroom floor that becomes slippery, frequently used items stored too high or too low, a chair that is difficult to leave. CDC for prevention resources include exercise, home modification, and clinical interventions because sports usually have more than one contributing factor. Begin with walking paths, keep them clear. Make sure you can move from the bedroom to the bathroom without stepping around bags, furniture, or cots. Improve lighting, especially near stairs, entrances, and nighttime roads. Use light switches that are easy to reach. Consider motion activated lighting when appropriate. Review the bathroom. A professional may recommend grab bars, a shower chair, non-slip surface, or another modification based on your need. Do not use a tower bar as a grab bar. It may not be designed to hold body weight. Review the stairs. Use secure handrails. Do not carry large objects that block your view of the step. Avoid leaving items on the staircase. Review your footwear. Shoes should fit properly and provide suitable support and traction. Loose slippers, gold soles, or footwear that catches the floor may increase risk. Avoid walking through the home in soft on slippery surface. Review the furniture. Very low, soft chairs may be difficult to leave. A stable chair with supportive arms may make sitting and standing safer. But do not fill the home with equipment without assessment. The correct modification depends on the person and their space. An occupational therapist can help identify barriers and suggest changes that preserve independence. Adapting the home is not surrender. It is the same principle as wearing glasses to see clearly. To change the environment so abilities can be used more effectively. Vision, hearing, and feet affect the way you move. Mobility begins before the first step. You need to see where you are going, understand your surroundings, feel the ground, and respond to changes. Vision problem can make it harder to recognize steps, obstacles, and changes in floor height. Update eye examination as recommended. Use prescribed glasses correctly. Be especially careful with multifocal lenses on stairs or unfamiliar ground. If they affect depth perception, ask an eye care professional about any difficulty. Hearing also contributes to awareness of the environment. If you cannot hear vehicle, alarm, instruction, or approaching people, movement may become less safe. WHO's approach to healthy aging include vision, hearing, cognition, vitality, and locomotor ability as interconnected parts of a person's overall capacity. Unuseful movement is standing from a chair, but it must be performed carefully. Choose a stable chair that will not slide. Place it against a wall if necessary. Sit with your feet positioned comfortably beneath you. Lean slightly forward, standing using your legs when possible. Lower yourself slowly. Use your hands if you need them. The goal is safety, not proving anything. If you cannot rise safely, experience pain, or feel dizzy, stop and ask a professional for guidance. Another useful movement is a supported heel raise. Hold a stable surface, rise gently onto the front of your feet. Lower slowly. This movement can help strengthen the muscles used during walking. You may also perform gentle marching while holding a secure support, depending on your ability. Strength walk should be challenging enough to stimulate the muscle but not so difficult that your technique becomes unsafe. Begin with a small amount. Rest. Notice how your body responds during the following day. More is not always better. Consistency matters more than exhaustion. Current physical activities guidance recommend that a day include muscle strengthening activities on at least 2 days each week, while older adults should also include aerobic and balance activities. People who cannot meet the full recommendation should begin with what they can do safely. Do not train only the muscles you can see in the mirror. Daily independence requires the hips, legs, back, chest, shoulders, arms, hands, and core to work together. A qualified trainer or physical therapist can help create a balanced program, especially if you have osteoporosis, arthritis, heart disease, a previous injury, or mobility limitation. Remember your goal. You are not strengthening your legs to impress anyone. You are strengthening them so you can continue standing up when no one is nearby to lift you. Balance is a skill, not a personality trait. Some people say I have always had bad balance. They speak as though balance is something you either receive at birth or never have. But balance is a complex skill involving the eyes, inner ears, brain, nerves, muscles, choice, and sense of body position. It can be affected by weakness, vision problems, hearing or inner ear conditions, medication, foot pain, numbness, illness, dehydration, and other health issues. Balance can also improve through appropriate practice. NIH guidance identifies balance activities as one of the main forms of exercise that supports health and help reduce falls and fall-related injuries. However, balance exercise must be performed safely. Do not stand on one foot in the middle of an empty room. If you are already unsteady, use a stable kitchen counter, secure railing, or professional supervision. Remove objects you could fall onto. Wear appropriate footwear. A beginner might practice standing with the feet slightly closer together while holding a stable support. Another person may practice slowly shifting weight from one foot to the others. Someone with better balance may practice a more challenging position under safe conditions. The correct level is different for each person. Balanced practice should challenge you slightly without placing you in danger. If you are afraid of falling, have already fallen, or frequently need to hold walls and furniture, discuss this with a healthcare professional. Do not hide a fall because you are impatient. A fall can provide important information. It may reveal a problem with medication, blood pressure, vision, balance, muscle strength, footwear, or the home environment. CDC research state program encourage for risk screening, assessment, and targeted intervention rather than treating falls as an unavoidable part of aging. Fear of falling also deserves attention. After one frightening experience, people may stop walking outside, using stairs, and attending social activities. This feels protective, but avoiding movement can reduce strength and confidence, which may increase future difficulty. The solution is not to ignore fear. The solution is to rebuild ability in a controlled way. A physical therapist may help you practice safe movement and gradually restore confidence. Balance is not about never losing stability. It is about giving your body more options when stability is challenged. Walking speed can tell a story. Walking is one of the clearest expressions of independence. It allows you to move through your home, community, and world. But walking ability can decline quietly. You may take shorter steps, walk more slowly, avoid uneven surfaces, need longer rest period, or stop going place where parking is far from the entrance. Walking more slowly is not automatically a problem. People walk at different speeds, but a noticeable change deserves attention, especially if it is accompanied by pain, weakness, dizziness, shortness of breath, numbness, or repeated near falls. Do not assume that slowing down is simply age. Ask what changed. Was there an illness, a new medicine, a painful trait, a change in vision, a period of inactivity, fear after a fall? The answer determines the solution. Walking can be one of the easiest ways to build physical activity into daily life. You might walk through the neighborhood, walk in a shopping center, walk indoors during hot or cold weather, walk with a friend, or divide activity into several shorter periods. The general goal for many adults is at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity per week. But people should adapt activity to their health and ability and begin slowly when needed. Do not become trapped by the number. If 150 minutes feel impossible, begin with 5. Cooking for 5 minutes. Rest. Repeat later if you feel well. 5 minutes performed consistently can become 7. 7 can become 10. The purpose to create a habit your body can tolerate. Use the conservation test, a simple guide to moderate effort. During moderate activity, you may breathe faster but should generally still be able to speak in sentences. This is not appropriate for every medical condition, so follow personalized advice when you have heart, lung, or other health concerns. Pay attention to the environment. Choose a well-lit road. Avoid broken pavement when possible. Carry necessary identification. Accepting help can protect independence. People sometimes believe independence means never needing assistance, but no life is completely independent. We rely on doctor, transportation, technology, family, business, and communities. The real goal is autonomy, the ability to make choices and direct your own life. Using a cane can support autonomy. Installing a grab bar can support autonomy. Accepting help with heavy groceries can protect your back and allow you to continue cooking. Using delivery service can help you remain at home. Receiving physical therapy can improve your ability to move independently. Refusing every form of help may create unnecessary risks. Ask yourself, does this assistance take control away from me, or does it help me keep control? Your support should respect your preferences. Family members should not perform every task simply because they can do it faster. When it is safe, continue doing what you can. Prepare part of the meal. Choose your clothing. Participate in financial decisions. Work with supervision instead of being pushed in a chair automatically. Too much unnecessary assistance can reduce opportunities to use existing abilities. The right amount of help fills the gap without erasing the person. Warning signs that deserve attention. Some chances require more than a new exercise routine. Speak with a healthcare professional if you notice repeated falls or near falls. A sudden change in walking, new weakness, persistent dizziness, numbness in the feet or legs, severe or worsening joint pain, unexpected weight loss, difficulty rising from a chair that is getting worse, unusual shortness of breath, loss of bladder control accompanied by other neurological symptoms, confusion or major memory change, sudden weakness, facial drooping, difficulty speaking, chest pressure, severe breathing difficulty, or fainting may indicate an emergency. Contact local emergency service immediately. Do not delay urgent care because you hope exercise will solve the problem. Exercise is powerful. It is not a replacement for a diagnosis. Early evaluation may identify a reversible problem, a vitamin deficiency, medication effect, infection, vision change, joint condition, nerve problem, or another issue may be contributing. Do not dismiss yourself with the sentence, "I am just getting old." Age is information. It is not a diagnosis. A 7-day independence reset. You do not need to transform your body in 1 week. Use these 7 days to observe and begin. Identify your important activities. Write down 3 things you want to continue doing independently. Perhaps you want to climb stairs, cook, travel, garden, play with grandchildren, drive, shop, or live in your own home. These goals will guide your choices. Day 2. Notice your chair. Choose a stable chair. Notice how you stand. Do you push heavily with your arms? Use momentum. Feel pain. become dizzy. Do not turn this into a competition. Use the observation to decide whether you need strength training or professional assessment. Day 3. Work for a realistic amount. Work for a period that feels manageable and safe. It may be 5 minutes. It may be 20. Stop before exhaustion changes your technique. Record how you feel. Day 4. Review the home. Remove on tripping hazard. Improve on light. Move on frequently. Use object to a safer height. Check one pair of shoes. Small environmental changes can have an immediate effect. Day 5. Practice strength safely. Perform a simple strengthening activities appropriate for you. Use a chair, resistance band, a professionally recommended exercise. Focus on controlled movement. Stop for pain, dizziness, or concerning symptoms. Day 6. Review your health support. Make a list of your medicines. Schedule an eye examination if you need it. Write down a balance concern. Contact a doctor, physical therapist, or another professional about a problem you have been ignoring. Day 7. Build the next week. Choose 3 activities, 1 for working or aerobic health, 1 for strength, 1 for balance. Schedule them. Do not depend on motivation. Place them on the calendar. Then ask, what movements feel harder than it did last year? What activities have it stopped doing? What support would have me begin again? Which part of my home makes movement difficult? What do I want to be able to do 10 years from now? Your answers are not evidence of failure. They are the beginning of a plan. Train for the life you want to keep. After 50, health should not be measured only by the numbers on a medical report. It should also be measured by what your body allows you to do. Can you rise from a chair, walk through your community, carry what you need, prepare food, use your hands, recover your balance, leave the house, participate in your life? These abilities are not guarantees, but they are worth protecting. You do not have to train like an athlete. You do not train for your real life. Strengthen your legs so you can stand. Practice balance so you can move with confidence. Work so your word does not become smaller. Organize your home so it supports it. Protect your vision, hearing, fit, nutrient, and health. Ask for help before a small problem becomes a crisis. And remember that using support does not automatically take away your independence. Sometimes support is exactly what preserves it. Your body may change as you age. That does not mean you should stop expecting it to learn, adapt, and become stronger. Begin where you are. Use what you have more safely. Be consistent and choose one more action today that your future self will appreciate. Stand up and walk for a few minutes. Clear a pathway. Schedule an eye examination. Ask about your balance. Prepare a nourishing meal. Or write down the activities you want to contribute doing yourself. You are not exercising because you are afraid of it. You're moving because your life is still yours to live. If you found this help, please like and follow for more.